Hello everyone, I had this watch for 16 months by now and I almost used it every day. Love the watch, it's a very beautiful watch. It's a very nicely designed watch. I really enjoy the colors, I enjoy the dial, it how it's shaped, all that. Let's start with the good things about the watch. The dial is of a decent size and it's not very huge, and the thing is very thick. I mean, it's just regular Casioak, same thing as the others, basically in dimensions, but it's pretty much a cross between a normal G-Shock and a more normal daily wearing watch. And for me, I'm not a huge watch guy, but I like watches, and I have. When I bought this watch, I was realizing the importance of how these analog dials make you understand the time rather than just seeing the hours on a digital watch. So I decided to buy a watch for me to use daily, and the watch that I found like the best fit for my use case is this watch. It is obviously waterproof, so and very durable, so it is very safe to use. It is also this model is also a tough solar model, meaning it is charged with a solar panel behind the dial, so it doesn't require you to change the battery every few years, although the battery will probably still die eventually, because batteries, even if they keep charging from the solar power, they still eventually die, though it probably won't happen in about 10 years. So this thing has been a very nice watch to really use and see on my arm every day. It also fits my style, which is rather more, this style with a bit casual and not very luxurious kind of feel style that I have. And the modes and so on are pretty good. So I always keep this calendar view here. It can be changed to a digital hours or whatever else there's there. Let's actually just check. So what I just did was I was wondering if this one was going to change the thing that is showing. Right now, what it's doing is that it is sending my phone a signal of marking that specific time and the location. Or was it the long press one? Okay. If I long press the start, it signals to my phone via Bluetooth, so that if I lose my phone, I can find it, which is a very nice feature, although I never needed it, and I hopefully won't need it. So let's check the other dial options. So it can also show you the day of the week. It can also show you the digital hours, as I said. It can show you RAM. What is RAM? I don't remember this one. You can look it up from Casio's website. I'm just showing you the general stuff. What I want to talk about more is how the experience was for 16 months and how the condition is. As you can see, the strap isn't really holding up well after 6 months. I have lost quite a bit of these metal bracings. Are these called bracings? I don't know. So these holes have punch braces. I think I'm not sure what they're called, but these things have fallen out one by one as I use it. I mostly use it on my wrist at this third level, as you can see. That's the one that fits my wrist. I have pretty thin wrists. It's only like 15-16 centimeters in circumference. I also used to wear like this too. Let me show you that. Yeah. I also used to wear it like this too. And the reason I did this was because when I'm walking outside in a sunny day, and if it's hot, I normally just sweat. And I don't live in a wet climate. I just live in a climate that's pretty dry. It's kind of like savanna, actually. It's like about 30%, 35%, sometimes 40% humidity here. And this cotton strap gets very soggy all the time. All the time it's very soggy. And in summers it becomes an annoying thing. So I keep moving the watch from one place to another. And this one, this here, just is something that I found to be comfortable. So I was doing this sometimes. And interestingly, even though I wasn't using it too much, the first metal hole that got out was the one that I used for that purpose. You can see here. And I think the second one was this one. And then one by one these two also came out and got lost. I have tried a few times trying to put them back on, but it didn't work because the condition of the fabric changes. It's not just the metal moving. The condition of the fabric, as you can see, it gets pretty messy. So initially this is the normal, fresh, how it should be version. It gets to be like into this condition over time. It holds up in this condition for a few months and then one day it pops out. One reason that this part probably went first is because also that when I wear this watch, let me show you. When I wear this watch, this part is bent at a very steep angle, as you can see. So also it's rubbed against the table while I'm working on my keyboard. So this cloth also got a lot of wear from that. I'm not sure how a leather strap would hold up, or a synthetic fiber strap like a NATO strap, how would they hold up? But this one, I think I wasn't happy with the condition of the strap after a year of continuous use. I say too much. So let's talk about the strap a little more. The outside is covered with the layer that we all like, that looks very nice with this canvas. But you also get this, as the watch starts to wear, it starts to break down. The strap starts to break down, and I have probably removed like 5 of these by now. These little things that come out. Yeah, it's just annoying. So the strap is pretty bad in summer months. I should have probably bought some NATO straps in the summer and used them instead of this one, because it just gets very soggy. I mean, especially this part, as you can see, I sometimes still get it wet even in winter, but the reason for that is more about hand washing rather than getting sweaty. This part starts to smell pretty easily. In the summer months, I wash it often. In the winter, I don't wash it often. The last time I washed it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, I guess. When I wash it, it looks, all this color forms from the use. So when I wash it, these brown spots go away. Also, these parts turn more like this normal part. Still, the change in this area that touches the skin is still visible even after washing, though, with soap. And yeah, the sweaty skin just makes it smell. So yeah, with this strap you have to wash it often in these summer days, and but for winter it has no, in the winter it's not a problem at all. It doesn't get soggy unless you get it wet via water and washing or something. So in winter I'm happy with it. So I'm probably going to change the strap to leather for winter and NATO for summer probably. We'll see. Some of this. So that's it about the strap. No, I want to talk another thing about the strap is these two. I don't know what these two are called either. I guess they're like, I know I can call braces, maybe I can call everything braces just. So let me show you what is my problem with that. So as you use the strap, it gets thinner. It gets compressed in this angle. It gets compressed in this angle. And these start to move around very easily. It gets compressed. Right now it's in a compressed state. So it is, so this thing is moving very easily, as you can see. Just shaking my arm moves it even. It gets a bit annoying. It gets in the way when I'm working. I use a MacBook, and these steel things just scratch it a little. I mean, they're just polished nicely so that they don't scratch the flat surface, but they scratch the edges of the MacBook, and I realized there were some shiny spots after I started to use the watch. So that's another thing that I'm annoyed about the strap. Also, when you lose these holes, these metal holes, they're holding these parts together. The strap, the pin that's holding the strap starts to also slip away as you use it. So sometimes it gets loose like this, and can slightly come out. I had that happen a few times. Okay, I think that's it about the strap. Let's talk about the main parts of the watch. So I got it dirty. I got the dial dirty. Let me just wipe the glass. Okay. So I don't think I have any scratches on the glass at all because I use it without any impacts or putting it in my putting it somewhere with keys or whatever. That does not happen with my usage. I just sometimes remove it and put it on the counter when I'm going to bed. Sometimes leave it on my wrist. Other than that, it's just all time on my wrist. And it's a bit, I mean, I'd like if it didn't reflect this much, but it's obviously not an issue compared to some watches I had with Seiko with dark dials. They were just unreadable, man. I mean, they were like, when you're looking at the watch and you're seeing a mirror instead of seeing the hours. And the dial color and the minute and hour hands, the colors of these have very good contrast. So you always see the hour and minute hands, and you don't also get them confused with each other because the lengths and the thicknesses are very different. So that's one part that I really like about this watch. When I was buying the watch, I was especially paying attention to that because I really want to see the time every time when I take a look at the watch. And it is very visible from a wide range of angles, you know. Except for having a direct reflection on it. Even then I can still see it. So this cover thing, it's made from some bio resin or plastic, whatever, as Casio says. So it is looking good, I think. I love the design of the watch, and I think this is a very nice color, and the shape is also very good. But it also had some, I guess, wear issues. I'm not sure why it happened, but as you can see, it started to get loose and expand from the sides of it. I don't know what made it get like this. When I'm seeing other used watches on YouTube reviews, I'm seeing that this line is pretty solid, not loose like this one. So maybe it's related to the one I have, or maybe I have used it more than them. But yeah, this is somewhat of an annoying thing, though I don't see it much often while using it compared to some like this. This is very visible. So you can also see it from the back side too. This is a lot of gap. It's also, there's a benefit of this happening. You can use it as a little fidget toy because squishy. Yeah, I think that's it about this watch. Let me talk about the battery and the solar stuff a little bit too. even though in these winter months I don't go out much at all these days, so, I mean, even most of days I'm spending my time in the home. The charge is always at high level, never went to medium. When I bought it, it came with medium because it was sitting in a box, but then it was just always high. The light, I want to talk about the light. So you can see this little LED here. This is the only light it has, but it's a very strong light. So if you hit this at night towards your face, if you hold like this, you're gonna get a nice flash to your face. So if you want to use the light, you should probably hold it like this and then use it. The light, I don't like how it looks when the light lights the dial. That's because it's just one source of light at the right bottom corner, and this digital screen doesn't have a backlight. It just gets lit by this side. And this is my alarm, by the way. And with this opportunity, you can see that at 12 a.m. we have a slight bit of misalignment with the minute hand right now. I found that about every 3 or 4 months or so, this minute hand gets out of the alignment a little bit. So I try to fix it to right in the center and middle, but it just does not happen to be right at the center most of the time. So what I have to do is that, by the way, you're doing this from the mobile app of Casio. What I do is so how you adjust these hands is, let's say, you open the adjustment menu in Casio, and it sets the hands to 12 a.m. You check if there's a little bit of misalignment. For example, if you have this big of a misalignment, you show that in the app. You just drag that minute hand towards right until it aligns with what you're seeing, and then the app automatically aligns it back after you submit. So in order to really center it well, I have to do a few off misalignment. I have to submit a few awfully aligned looks of this mint hand to the watch, so that it can have very little bits of movements that can end up in the end of my alignment session and end up as close to the center as possible. I haven't aligned the hour hand so far. I'm seeing that it's looking a bit towards the left these days. I'm wondering if I can align that. I haven't tried it. Yeah, maybe I'll try it and mention in the comments later. So the mode hand never got out of alignment. I think it's just unlikely because it's only has few steps and it barely ever moves. Only time it moves is when you hit the mode button. So this is the world time mode now. This is the stopwatch. There's a timer. I use this sometimes, although I think it's either 99 minutes maximum or an hour maximum. You can't go further than that. I use the alarms too, as you know, and most of the time it's just sitting in this position. It's a beautiful watch with some issues that become prominent after extended use. I recommend it to people that like this style. By the way, there's this little dent thing here. I'm not sure how it happened, but I think I hit my wrist somewhere accidentally. Probably that was how this part chipped off. Did it chip off or did it just get smashed? Looks like a slight chip off. Yeah, it's also I haven't used this much on outdoors. I don't do outdoors much, but I wouldn't. I don't think there'd be any problems if I used it. It's a very nice outdoorish urban use watch for me. And yeah, so that's it about from this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any recommendations about these straps, or maybe this cover too. I'd like to hear also. And have a good day.